Hey everybody, it's Romania Black, and we are on WuXian chapters 56 through 58. So the Turtle Cave's over. We came and saw the Turtle Cave, and now we're going back to the Lotus Pier. The Lotus Pier was so sad in the donghua, and I prepared myself for the Untamed, because as I was reading along this novel, and as we were watching the Untamed at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, we'll get to it in the Untamed first. And then it was really tragic and really sad in the Untamed, and I was like, okay, I'll have a little while before we get to it in the novel. No, it's like 2 weeks and we're back to it. And I'm like, again, a third time's a charm. But yeah, the Turtle Cave was great, but we're getting into the heart of the story. And it's funny, I'm only a few weeks ahead in the Untamed. And so we get to relive all this magic all over again. So I am really, really curious though, how the novel does the Yiling Patriarch, how it does the Lotus Pier, how it does Chao's death, how it does JiaoJiao, all that, like how it does things, because the Untamed and the donghua are similar but different. So I'm very curious to see the OG source and how it does it. Because yeah, we had established in the last set of chapters that WuXian, he held on to that resentful energy sword for like 6 hours and he no longer, but he still has his golden core at that point, so it maybe didn't affect him too much. But yeah, at this point, WuXian still has his golden core in the novel. So there's that. But I don't know what to expect, y'all. We're watching episode 12 of season 2 of the audio drama, so we really only have a couple more episodes of season 2 of the audio drama, but I just chose the one episode, chapters 56 through 58, because the audio drama episode's like 40 minutes long, so it's fairly long in itself. It's pretty lengthy, so I figured that was enough, and then we'll be able to go back and talk about the chapters proper, and then the manhwa and things like that. So that's the idea. Now, the next couple videos are a couple chapters as well, and then once we get to the end of the audio drama for season 2, it's gonna be like a bigger set. So yeah, I'm real curious to see what all happens in this set. Very curious, but we'll find out when we get to it, won't we? So I've got my headphones plugged in. It's freezing cold outside, so I poured myself a hot glass of tea to help combat the cold outside. It's frigid. And yeah, let's do this. Let's see what all happens in these sets of episodes, shall we? So we are going to start chapters 56 through 58, episode 12 of season 2 of the audio drama for WuXian, and we are going to start that here in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Ooh, is that Madame Yu and Feng Mian? Of course it's Madame Yu and Feng Mian. Why would we expect anything less? Oh. Oh gosh, she sounds awful. Oh, really? He's like, oh, I killed it? Ah, over 400 years old. The Zhuanwu of Carnage. Ah! Huh. Oh, really? Really? He did hold Chao hostage. Yeah. Oh. Wow, so Zhao, you kind of brought this all on yourself, didn't you? Wow, she kind of started this whole thing. Oh. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, leave this matter to her. Wow. Wow, so Zhao's the cause of all of this. Ho started the whole thing! Holy cow! Like, they mention in the Untamed and in the donghua that she wants to go over there, but this pretty much just sets it all up. It's all her fault. This is all Zhao's fault. Oh my gosh. Girl. Girl. Wow. And so WuXian wakes up, yeah. So we kind of bypassed the whole thing in the Untamed where he met with Zixuan. Ah. Hmm. Hmm. Ha! Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Ah. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Where's Lanzon? Why would he come back with us? Yeah. But Goosey burned. Ah. Oh. So this is very much like the donghua. Oh. So she leaves and... Hmm. Uh-huh. Without a shred of shame. Lanzon was the one who killed it. Oh, yeah. They did it together. Yes. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Oh. Yeah, just the age of 17. So yeah, it's confirmed they're 17. Jeez. And relieved my boredom. You deserve to be bored to death. Hmm. Even in anger. Ha! She can hear it through the door! What rules? My lady. He's like... Uh-huh. I love the picture of them both. It so clearly establishes their personalities. Of course I remember. Ooh. Mm. Oh. And she wasn't wrong, but... Oh, I cannot help but say. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. Yeah, their dysfunction. Oh. You adopted off the streets. Oh. Oh. Oh, Chang leaving. Oh. Yeah. Oh. The one who speaks it. Oh. I always love this scene between them. Oh. Mm-hmm. I don't think he dislikes Chang. Oh. No. She just frustrates him. Oh. I always hated this because, yeah, Chang went back to get help. There's more 3,000. Nobody can abide by all of them. Right. Oh, Lanyi, yeah. Yeah. The twin heroes. I always love this talk. Aww. Oh. I acted before I could think. Oh, and Wanji took the perfume sachet. So he's held on to it all this time. Oh. Hmm. talking about Lanzon, weren't we? Oh. Be glad I didn't leave with a stab. He died. Then how's Lanzon? Oh, I wish I was worried about him. Oh. Okay, so Jishin, he escaped with some of the books. Mm-hmm. And he probably went to go hang out with Yao. Oh. I didn't even die yet. Oh. He actually didn't beat you to death? We're good friends. It's become slightly different. We've been through life and death together. So we're even more good friends. And we stripped in front of each other. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh. Oh, and is this the part in the Untamed where Zhao comes in with the kites? They didn't really show that in the donghua, but they showed it in the Untamed. And they show us like all the friends playing with them before they all die. It's like, God. It's like, it makes TX, come on, girl. So sad. I'm feeling uneasy today. The resentful energy, maybe? They went to get their swords back. Sandu. Ah. Like how WuXian ends up doing. Maybe there's another way. And using the demonic cultivation to seal the swords. Ooh. Ooh. We're starting this. Oh my gosh, no. Yeah. She had a branding iron. So they describe her as quite pretty with a mole. Oh. She could, to be fair, hear very well. Oh my god. Huh. Well, we got time. Uh-huh. Oh, this is happening. Yes. Okay. We're doing this. Oh my god. I can't believe we're getting this. The showdown between Madame Yu and Zhao is probably one of my favorite parts of the whole book. It's just, it was such like an epic moment in the donghua, and I've loved the other iterations of it so far. Uh-huh. Suggesting that they got a shabby residence. She's insulting your wardrobe. She's like, I'm going to try to rein myself in. And we know it doesn't work in the end. Uh-huh. Oh my god. Yes! Yinzu and Shinzu! Flotsam and Jetsam! These are my two personal maids, Flotsam and Jetsam. It's like, you're a maid. Huh? Like the tension, the tension. She's mocking me. Whoo. Oh. And they're gonna bring up the kite. I loved this part in the Untamed where she pointed out the colors and they were all like, okay. So? She's just grasping for straws. Uh-huh. Yeah, huh? Just drawn out of nowhere. And man, Zhao inspired everything. Uh-huh. That's an interesting title, like the Golden Core too, in a roundabout way. So you're here because of a kite. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Or they've deliberately lured him away. Oh, I'm glad they mentioned that. Oh. And she'll do it. Uh-huh. If the rumors are actually true. But they're not. Oh. Oh my God, or kneel with him. Oh. Uh. Uh. Oh. Uh. Oh man. And that music. Wow, yeah. What else do you want? Mm-hmm. Yep. And she's gonna ask to cut off his hand, right? Mm-hmm. Chop both his legs off. Huh. But instead his right arm. Hmm. He only slapped you once! Ha! See, you were doing good, Zhao. And then you went too far. Oh. Shut the doors. Here we go. We're going down. It's going down. And WuXian's okay with it. Oh. You were doing good, Zhao, up until this point. Up until this point. And this was the breaking point. Ahem. Ahem. Oh, honey. Oh, honey, you don't tell Madame Yu how to do her job. Huh. Girl, you're just digging your grave. Seeing how submissive you are to my honors. To my orders. Yeah. Oh, you done goofed, Jiao. You done goofed. Oh. Before you bash a dog, know who his master is. You coming to my house with trying to order me around? Ah! Let me teach you what hierarchy is. Oh my god. I am the master and you are the slave. Ooh. Kill him. Okay. Oh my god. Huh! Well, yes. Yes. Unfortunately, yes. To all those things. Damn. Wow. Damn. Oh, and stepped on her wrist? Oh. Huh. Turned your back on your ancestors. Everyone serves a master of their own. Huh. Everybody's been commenting in the Untamed about how the theories that you and Zulu have history, and I'm like, I kind of see it. I do. Because he's even like, pardon me. Like, he's even respectful towards her. And he knows her as the purple spider. She knows him on a first name basis. These two have history. And then she's gonna do the flare. Oh god, no. And then it's gonna get more fighting. It's gonna get chaotic, right? No. Oh my god. Yeah, she got outside. That's it. Not good. Nope. And then prepare for battle. We ain't got time. So, yeah. Meanwhile... Oh, no. I thought we were going to go to Feng Mian. She went there a few days ago. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Go to Meishan. Oh. Protect him even if you have to die. I heard you. Oh. Oh. Nope. Oh. Oh. Are they gonna do that in this too? Oh. Oh, this is just like the Untamed, only without Yanli. No. No. Your sister and your grandma. So yeah, in the Untamed I thought it was their aunt. Oh. Yeah, no. He's gonna have to look after Chang. Oh, you're gonna end it there? No. No. Damn it. It's like all the setup. All the setup. Well, crud. I do like that we have this as our ending now. And since we've had the Turtle Cave, this is going to be our ending song now. It's just like the Untamed. Only without Yanli. And maybe a third less tears. Damn it. Damn it. I thought that all of that was Untamed only, but it wasn't. It was actually legit in the novel. Ah, that's so crazy. It makes more sense in the novel that Yanli wasn't there, because when they go back to see, it makes sense when they go back to see Fengmian and Madame Yu at the burning of the pier. It makes sense that Yanli wasn't there to begin with, because it is kind of odd in the Untamed that they just left her on the shore by herself to grieve. It's like, did you really leave your sister by herself there during this mass chaos? Okay, but they didn't, because she was already gone in the novel. That makes sense. Oh my gosh, y'all. I want to hear the preview for the next set. My novel notes here. Zhao fascinates me that she's the catalyst of this entire series. She's the cause of everything. It's like, wow, okay. These mistresses, you have Yao's mom causing so much that's happened in this book, and then you have Zhao, who's technically a mistress, causing all these things. Okay. Dang. Ugh. I'm gonna take a couple notes here. The voice actor for Wanji, his voice is beautiful. I just want to say, listening to this, it's so good. So good. And then it cuts back to WuXian's voice. It's like, And they harmonize so well together. Of course they do. Because of course they do. Let's hear this preview. 10 years of waiting. Yes, this first love was all for you. I can't believe we're about halfway through the novel at this point, which is crazy. Because we got what? How many chapters? We've got several chapters. But we've at least got over, I mean, there's like, what, 112? So we're over the halfway point at this point. We're past the halfway. We're past the halfway point of the novel. Sounds about right. So it'll end up being pretty even with the Untamed. All right, let's hear this preview. Oh, Qing! And Ning! Oh, they did give us subtitles for this. Oh. Oh. Oh, well. Crap. I will never get bored with watching Zhao versus Madame Yu. I can't even in any iteration. It's just great. Madame Yu is such a complicated character because there's a lot of people that don't like Madame Yu, and there's parts of Madame Yu I don't like. There really is. Like, she is really cruel to WuXian, and a lot of it seems to stem from that she's jealous. And based on the novel, she's jealous, yeah, for sure. But at the same time, she's so badass that you're just like, you can't help it. And Zhao, she's like the worst. Can we talk about Zhao? Can we talk about old JiaoJiao here? She's the catalyst for everything. And it's all just hitting me in this episode, in these chapters from the manga. I'm like, she really is the start of all the conflict, because she decided that she wanted to go to Lotus Pier to punish WuXian because he hit her, and because she was just wanting something to do. So because of her actions, the Lotus Pier burned and the Yiling Patriarch came about. Like, it's all her. And the Sunshot campaign is all her, because she's the one that puts the idea in their heads about the sun being shot by the arrow, the Sunshot. Like, she puts it all in their heads, like, subliminally. like she's kind of the catalyst for everything. It's sort of insane, and it's an interesting commentary on the duality. You have JiaoJiao, who's a mistress, a maiden that becomes a mistress, who's the catalyst for all of these things, and then you have Yao's mother, who was a mistress, who by having Yao is kind of the catalyst of all these things. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. But yeah, I like that. Because in The Untamed, the actress who plays Jiao is perfect. She's exactly like she needs to be. But she's kind of plain as an actress. She's not what I expected Zhao's actress to look like, but she's a great actress. She's perfect for the role, but she's not what I thought she would look like. And in the donghua, Zhao is so exaggerated. Like, she has the huge boobs, and she's like lewd, and like her clothes are like slinking off of her body. Like, it's very extreme. And in The Untamed, it's kind of, her clothes are just really gaudy. And I think the novel kind of rides that middle line between the donghua and The Untamed, because she's described in the audio drama and the novel as being very pretty. Like, she has a little beauty mark, she's very beautiful. But I like how the novel says that she's pretty, but she's dressed up in so much gaudy jewelry and over-the-top clothes that it quote-unquote diminished her charm. I was like, that's perfect. That's exactly what I picture JiaoJiao being. She's very pretty, but she's so gaudy and kind of conceited and materialistic, it diminishes her charm. Perfect. And it makes sense why she's with Chao, because she wants to get the recognition and the power. But yeah, she started it all. Crazy talk. I mean, you get the idea from the donghua and the Untamed, but to see it fully expressed in the novel is pretty interesting. So yeah, we go back to Lotus Pier. I'm surprised that these 3 chapters really just set everything up for... So we're not to the hard stuff yet. This was just the setup to the hard stuff. I'm like, cool. Cool. Great. We get the hard stuff next chapters. Awesome. I'm glad we spent 3 chapters setting up the pain, and next edition we will get to the pain. Good to know. But yeah, so we go back to Lotus Pier, and I like that each person, there's, the Chao and the Winds claim to defeat the tortoise, and then you have WuXian said that it was Wanji that did it, Wanji said that WuXian was doing it, and I like that I think Feng Mian in that moment in the novel, he smiles at WuXian because WuXian's being humble. He's being kind and sincere. He's not being conceited or taking credit for something. He's being compassionate and humble about it, saying that him and Wanji work together, and Feng Mian's like, oh, good. So yeah, Feng Mian and we'll talk about them in a second, but I like that when Wanji wakes up, in the novel it says, and I've got all my notes here, in the novel it says that Wanji woke up to not the cave, not quote-unquote Lanzan's pale yet handsome face. Okay, you don't like men, but you're going to comment that you didn't see Wanji's pale and yet handsome face. Okay, no. And then he wakes up and the first thing he sees is his headboards that have... The novel says kissing heads, but in The Untamed, it's 2 men kissing. So make that what you will, okay? But yeah, and then so we get to Feng Mian and Yu. We get established that WuXian's 17. They're so young in this, so young. They're only 17. And then, God, Madame Yu has the hearing of, has like supersonic hearing. But I like that the novel does not express either Feng Mian or Madame Yu as being perfect parents, because they're not. Madame Yu has a lot of flaws, and Feng Mian has flaws. And we get a little bit more in the novel about why Feng Mian and Madame Yu don't necessarily get along, which I thought was really interesting. And the rumors about Zhangxi Sanren, we get some more intel about the rumors and all that. So the novel goes into more detail and explains that Feng Mian was really good friends with Zhangxi, was really good friends with her, and would even go on like night hunts with her, and like they were childhood friends. And it seems very apparent that Zhang wanted to marry her, but it's never stated in the novel that Feng Mian confessed his love to her. Never stated specifically. So it's also established that Madame Yu's parents wanted her to marry Feng Mian and combine the 2 clans together, and Feng Mian rejected her multiple times. It was like, no, I don't think it's a good match. I don't really love you. No. Like, Feng Mian was like, nope, hard pass. And their family kept pressuring Feng Mian and his parents, being like, well, it would be a good political union. You should do it. And then he wasn't going to do it. But while this is going on, Zhangxi falls in love with Changzi, which is his, subordinate, and they quote unquote ride off into the sunset together and leave together. So, and then it says that Feng Mian quote unquote gave up and went to marry Madame Yu. So what it was really is that Feng Mian never confessed his love for Zhangxi, never confessed his love to her, and she probably just got tired of waiting too, and she was like, and Changzi made a move. He was like, well, if the clan leader's not making a move, I am. And so he made a move, they fell in love, and then they ran off because Feng Mian never confessed his feelings. He missed out. And then he gave up and married Madame Yu. So you can definitely tell from the novel that their relationship, their arranged marriage, was not based in love at all. Like, they did not like each other. It was just strictly a political marriage, strictly for the sake of the clans. And you kind of see why it makes more sense now in the Donghua and the Untamed, why Feng Mian is so against Yanli getting married off to Zixuan, because he sees the exact same thing happening to Yanli, and he doesn't want her to go through that, being in a loveless marriage. Luckily for them, Yanli ends up falling in love with Zixuan, so good deal there. But you get more of an understanding of Feng Mian's reasoning in this set of chapters of why he feels the way that he does. And the chapters do explicitly say that he views Chang a lot like Madame Yu. He sees a lot of Madame Yu in Chang. And they talk about the founder of the Zhang clan, which was Zhang Qi, who was a rogue cultivator. And basically that Qi's whole philosophy stands in complete opposition to Madame Yu and her families. So it's interesting because it's saying that this is the example of opposites do not attract. Because usually, they said the phrase opposites attract, and you have Wanji and Wuxian. No. In this case, it is very much that opposites do not attract, and Feng Mian and Yu are not a good couple. And so it is interesting, right, to see that Feng Mian does kind of view Chang like Madame Yu, and maybe that there is some, not animosity, but that he does not quite feel the same way about Chang that he does about Wuxian. It's interesting, right? But then I will always love the twin heroes speech that Wuxian gives to Chang. I will always love that speech because it's so good. It's so good. Wuxian chasing after Chang and Chang leaving and then having the argument and then them having the twin heroes talk. I love it. I absolutely love that they have that talk about them being, he's like, oh, I'll just be like, and Chang in my mind is kind of asexual. So I'm like, when he's like, I'll just be like your subordinate. And Chang's like, well, you're not going to steal any of my girlfriends. So it's fine. That'll work out great. But yeah, it's very interesting. I'll always love that speech. And it's such a sad, bittersweet moment because if you know what's going to happen later on and you go back to this speech, in these chapters specifically, 56 through 58, there are a lot of references to people telling Wuxian to watch after Chang, right? Madame Yu tells him to watch after Chang. Feng Mian tells him to watch after Chang. Wuxian promises to watch after Chang. And the sad thing about this entire story is that Wuxian ends up breaking his promises. He doesn't stick with Chang. He ends up going and doing his own thing. And that's probably the most one of the most tragic parts about this series is the understanding that Wuxian's not going to be able to keep his promise. That's the problem, right? That's the hard part. But yeah, so we get confirmation that Wanji did take the perfume sachet from Mian Mian in the prior chapter, in chapter 55. He did take it away before Wuxian left, obviously to keep his little memento, of a Wuxian for that exact moment. And I like that there's this moment here, I've got my notes, where Chang is not impressed with Mian Mian. Chang is, because Wuxian talks about her a lot, right? Wuxian talks about Mian Mian. He saved Mian Mian from having the brand on her face. He got the brand on his chest to save her. He gets the perfume sachet from her. Wuxian has a very interesting relationship with her, but it's totally platonic. Like Wuxian is he's just flirting with her almost to make Wanji jealous. Not really, but it comes across that way. And I like that Chang is like, you really don't like her. You're around her a lot and you seem like you flirt with her, but you don't like her. And Wuxian's like, who? And I like that Chang, in this moment though, Chang kind of sticks up for Wuxian because he comments on how she's like a commoner. And it almost sounds in the novel like she's not good enough for Wuxian. Like Chang's like, well, she's not good enough for you. And I was like, oh, Chang, you looking out for your boy WuXian. Even though I love Mian, I think she is good enough for WuXian, but WuXian has no interest in her. But Chang's like, no, she's not good enough for you. And WuXian's like, well, I'm the son of a servant, so we're kind of on the same playing field. And Chang's like, yeah, you're getting fed like hand-peeled lotus seeds. I don't think we're on the same page. But that's interesting that Chang sticks up for WuXian in that moment, even if it comes at the cost of slandering Mian, who does not deserve that. She's precious, and I love her. But it's interesting. So yeah, and then Chang tells WuXian about Wanji's father dying, and that Zishan's still missing, and that Kieran's like in disarray. And Wanji genuinely feels really, really sad that he's dead. He's like, is anybody comforting Wanji? Is anybody like watching over him? And Chang's like, well, why do you care? And WuXian's like, well, we're friends. We're more than good friends. And I'm like, Wanji would love to be more than good friends with you, WuXian. You just are too oblivious to realize that. But yeah, it's so sad because you know that Wanji was kind of alone during that time, and then it's really hard because he didn't have anybody to grieve with, and it's like, man, you just wish somebody could have been there with him. So they talk about this. Feng Mian tells them about the sword sealing and sealing of the swords, and we get kind of a foreshadowing in the audio drama where WuXian is like, man, if only there was a way to seal the swords, and Chang's like, well, it'd take you 80 years of cultivation practice to learn how to do it. And WuXian's like, maybe there's a quicker method. And it's like, it's a nice little foreshadowing that he's going to use demonic cultivation to seal the sword later on, so it can't be opened. It's like, interesting. And so yeah, Zhao showing up with the archery thing, and then her showing up at the Lotus Pier. And God, she and Xiao are the worst. She shows up and she just insults the Lotus. She insults Madame Yu's interior decorating skills. And she's like, this place is gaudy and dark. This needs to be red. Brighten it up. And Madame Yu, she keeps her cool. She is a professional woman, right? She is professional to a fault. But the tension is so palpable in these chapters between Madame Yu and Zhao. It's so palpable, and I love it. But it's like you're just waiting for the snap. You're waiting for it to happen. And it doesn't happen for a little bit. We have the whole thing with WuXian getting whipped before that happens. But yeah, the Sunshot campaign getting referenced. Everybody, I love in the novel it says everyone's gaping at the point where she's like, this is the shape of a circle and it's golden, so it's a sun, and they're all just looking at her like, are you kidding? And that's your logic in this. It's great. But yeah, and so WuXian debates in the audio drama if Feng Mian was lured away when he went to go get their swords, which I don't think he was, but Wuxian's thinking about it. And then yeah, the whole idea of Wuxian getting whipped. And here's the thing, some people noted during the donghua when I was watching the episode where this scene happened, that Madame Yu, she did whip WuXian with Zidian. She did hurt him a lot. But some people were like, she could have hurt him more, but she didn't. And I do think that there is a small part of Madame Yu that does care about WuXian, because Madame Yu is so about propriety and so about order that she can't totally ignore WuXian, because he is technically part of their family, but she just doesn't like that he's part of the family for the reasons that he is and his birthright. So and then they tell Madame Yu to chop off WuXian's hand, and in the novel and in the donghua and in the audio drama, WuXian's okay with it. He's like, it's fine. In the novel, pardon my language, but in the novel translation I have, he's like, fuck, I'll just learn to fight left-handed. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, he convinced himself, he's like, I'll just learn to be a sword fighter left-handed. It'll be fine. If it brings peace to the sect, I'll do it. And the sad thing is that WuXian is totally on board. He's like, if it helps our cause, fine. Take off my hand. But no one else gets to hear that. That's the problem. And then we have and Zhao was doing good. She was doing good. I think if Zhao had shut up and not said any more, that Madame Yu may have cut off Wuxian's hand. But then she started talking about the supervisory office, and you don't insult Madame Yu. And at that point, Madame Yu's like, wait, what did you say? And Chang's like, this is my sect. And Zhao's like, nah, this is going to be a supervisory office. And she was still doing okay, but the moment she started telling Madame Yu that she was submissive, I was like, Madame Yu is many things. She has many flaws. Submissive is not a word you associate with Madame Yu, ever. No, not even up till the end. No. So that was the straw that broke the back. That was it. And I love that. The audio drama didn't quite say it like the donghua, but the novel and the donghua say the exact line. It's probably my favorite by Madame Yu. She's like, I am the superior, you are the inferior. Know your place. Like, a dog does not challenge its master. It's like, oh my God. Like, she just lays it on so thick. And she's like, I'll teach you the hierarchy. It's like, oh my God. All adaptations have done so good with that scene, because it's just Madame Yu being like, you walked into my house and expected to take over my stuff? No. It's like, But yeah, and so then Jinzu and Shinzu, like Flotsam and Jetsam here, like, I am surprised that in this adaptation that Madame Yu, she straight up is like, kill them. She's like, kill the soldiers, kill all of them, don't take prisoners, just nix them. And they were going to kill Zhao too. And then she even steps on Zhao's wrist, and then that's when Zulu enters the picture. And some people were commenting in the Untamed that there's the theory that Madame Yu and Zulu have history with one another. And I think that they've known each other for a long time. I don't think it's anything romantic at all, but I think that they've known each other for a long time. And Zulu respects her as the purple spider. He respects her as a cultivator, and she respects him seemingly. So it's interesting that they have this history with one another. And then, yeah, I forgot, in the audio drama doesn't do this because it'd be kind of hard in the moment for a battle scene to express this, but Chang like gets in the middle of the fight, in the middle of Madame Yu and Zulu, and gets hit by him, and Madame Yu gets so mad that it's said in the novel that that Zidian becomes almost white. The lightning goes from purple to almost white. She's so angry. I'm like, oh, that's so freaking cool. And then we go to Chang and Wuxian getting sent on the boat. That damn boat finishes out the rest of the chapter. And it's sad. It's really sad when they get put on the boat in the donghua. And it's sad in the Untamed. And in this part, it's just as sad. But the thing that, going back and reading the novel, that makes it even more heartbreaking is that at that moment, like, Madame Yu, she like strokes Chang's hair and kisses him on the head 3 times and says, good boy. And you find out in the novel that Madame Yu's never really kissed Chang before or hugged him. Ever. And so Chang doesn't know what to do. He's just standing there wide-eyed, like, unsure what to do. He's like, I don't know how to process this. And she's just giving him, like, a kiss and a hug. And I'm like, damn, this is heartbreaking. Really heartbreaking, right? But yeah. And then in the Untamed, I was trying to think of the difference. In the Untamed, the only difference from here on in, at this point in the story, is that Yanli is with them in the Untamed. And in the novel, in the donghua, she's been sent to her grandmother's already, like days ahead of time, just by coincidence that she was sent ahead of time. And so Madame Yu tells Chang and Wuxian to go find her and get away from the Lotus Pier. And God, that last moment where Madame Yu like grabs Wuxian and shakes him, and she's like, it's all your fault. You did this. You protect Chang even if you die. It's like, and the thing of it is, I feel so bad in this moment because you can tell Wuxian took those words to heart. Like, the last thing she ever told him was that it was his fault that all this is happening. All this death and destruction is all Wuxian's fault. And that clearly weighs on him as the story goes on. And Fengmian kind of just tells him to protect Chang, which he can't end up doing, so that weighs on him. And then in the end, if you've read the donghua or watched the Untamed, you know that he ends up basically fulfilling her wish, though, because he protected Chang by giving up his golden core to save him, and it did end up killing Wuxian, so inadvertently. So I mean, he did live up to her promise, but and in the audio drama, he's like, I heard you. And yeah, it's so freaking sad. And then I thought, and y'all did amazing for not spoiling me, so thank you for not spoiling me, because I was like, okay, well, they're just going to row back. I didn't know they were going to intersect Fengmian. I thought that was an Untamed only moment. I didn't realize it was in this version too. Nope. And the sad thing is, in the novel, they established that Zidian has a hierarchy. Right? Zidian has a hierarchy, and it goes first master, second master, third master. And Chang was the third master, and Fengmian was the second. So the second person that Madame Yu chose to give Zidian to was Fengmian. And the sad part is he didn't even think she loved him enough to give him Zidian. But she did. And it's like, and that moment of surprise where Fengmian is he's like, oh, it's like, and then yeah, he just leaves. He leaves them. It's, on the boat, and then they row back. And now chapter 58 went like an extra page, and the extra page ended with Ning coming onto the scene. And it blew my mind listening to this audio drama and listening to the ending. One, because the ending actually had subtitles this time. That was crazy. But also, I've been watching the Untamed, and in the Untamed, we've seen Ning as part of the gang, Ning and Qing, since like the first couple episodes. But in the novel, they're just now meeting Qing and Ning for the first time. Like in the donghua. For the first time they're meeting. Which, I mean, they did have the archery tournament where they met Ning. So there's that. They met him before. But in the novel, this is like the first time they've ever met. Crazy talk. They've never met this guy before. So it's going to be interesting seeing WuXian and Chang's interactions with Ning and Qing for the first time ever, when in the donghua and in the Untamed, we've met them before, and they've been following the others with the story. So this is going to be a really interesting dynamic to actually get to see how it goes down differently in the novel, that other than the donghua and the Untamed. That's going to be really cool. And man, we're getting the golden core next. We're getting the Lotus Pier burning next. We're getting all sorts of stuff next. It's gonna get crazy, y'all. I was really expecting this set of chapters to be the sad chapters. I was like, okay, we're gonna get the Lotus Pier burning. I was prepping myself. I'd readied myself. I had mentally gotten myself prepared. Nope. It's next time. I was like, I should have known. But how can you know ahead of time? So these were really good chapters. I really liked the novels versions of chapters 56 through 58, giving more context to Feng Mian, giving more context to Zhao, giving more context of WuXian's mentality during this whole thing. Like, getting to see this all from WuXian's perspective was really good. But yeah, next chapter is the one where everybody dies. So, hope y'all are ready. But I hope you enjoyed this reaction. It was not as long as usual, but as far as the manhwa goes, I've been showing different panels from it. The manhwa was only chapters 160 through 164, so it was only 5 chapters of the manhwa. It was not very long, and most of the good shots I've put in this video already, or they'll be in the thumbnail. But yeah, so next week we're going to look at chapters 59 and 60. We're over halfway through the story, so fun times. But yeah, in the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe. Take care. I'm excited to hear your thoughts down below. And next week, I'll be back with more Modao Zushi, the audio drama, novel, and manhwa review. Bye.